Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. Guys, we got some exciting stuff. We did get our sell. I'm telling you guys, you just got to pay attention to this 15-minute time frame. It will give you the warning signs you need for the short term. And now they're popping up all over the board, so we're going to talk about it. All right, we're going to talk about it. I just want to show you guys in detail what I am like really thinking here, what I'm looking at that's making me think the way I'm thinking, and let's get into it. So we're actually going to start off here with Mr. VIX, and then we're going to go over what I was just discussing over there. First things first, I understand people might want to get bearish, but I tell you guys, every single time I see the RSI get up here, I will be the guy to remind you, do not be getting, don't turn into a perma bear when you got this going on. All right, you're probably going to have, Chop City. You're going to get these bounces on the indices when you see VIX up here. Now, that's the first thing I want to point out. 65 level on the daily RSI right there. You got to go all the way back. All right, it marks your short-term top. All right, I'm just saying, within a few trading sessions, this is when you look for VIX to start cooling off. And it can do something like this, where it cools off. That would be your bounce on SPY that I'm referring to right now. We're going to go over it. I do think it's going to be a dead cat bounce. Just like I was looking for a dead cat bounce this morning. We got the dead cat bounce. Now I'm looking for a bigger dead cat bounce before going lower. All right. And then you see VIX spiked again. And then boom, that would have been the lower low over in SPY. I'm guessing a divergence would have been put in right there on SPY though, a bullish divergence. And then you got an SPY bounce while VIX got crushed. All right. So I'm just putting out here, guys. This is what I'm referring to. It can continue higher, but I think this is, typically when we start seeing VIX cool off and we see these market bounces. All right. The next thing I want to point out here is on the 4-hour RSI. This is something I just saw, and this is why I'm going to make the video right now, because I want to show you guys what I'm seeing. Guys, if VIX isn't going to, continue higher like this, that means SPY is probably going to begin to bounce. All right. Full transparency. Your boy did just enter some calls on SPY for next Friday. Now, I do think we're about to see this bounce right here, and I'm going to show you what I really want to risk here. But let's look at it this way, guys. You got to go back to the COVID crash, the COVID 2020 crash, to see your 4-hour RSI sustain above here. I understand. It's an indicator. It's the only darn stankin' indicator that I use other than this 9 EMA. And you got volume going on, but there's no volume over here on VIX, obviously. But guys, I don't concern myself a lot with these indicators, all right? I use them specifically for divergences and oversold and overbought levels. And then I follow price action. Like the vast majority of what I do is we're going to, just be following price action here on this channel. But when I see things, I'm going to say things. And the last time that you really got up here and then consolidated and then went higher from up here was back in 2020. 2020, guys. Every other time. Let's just mark them out right here. We're going to mark out these tops on VIX, just using where the RSI is at right now. We're going to get rid of the 65 one just to make it clean for us. All right, but this red line is where the RSI is right now. Vertical line. Vertical line. I didn't make it perfect there. Vertical line. What do we got? We got that vertical line. We got another vertical line. Vertical line. Vertical line. Guys, there's so many occurrences of this, and I'm serious. I don't think this time is going to be different. It can be different, but I promise I will be I'll be your knight in shining armor when everyone's turning into a permanent bear. I'm going to remind everyone, guys, keep your freaking sanity. All right, I got your back, because this does mark the short-term tops on Mr. VIX, and it's not even getting up here. It's just getting close to it. What happens when you actually reach that? Where we are right now. This marks your tops. The tops, man. I'm just putting it out there. This is typically where we see VIX crush from. What do we have there? That. All right. So I'm like, personally, I'm looking for the pullback on Mr. VIX to at least do something like this. At least. All right. Do I think it goes higher? Yes, I do think it goes higher. You're finally breaking out of this really long range we've had developed here for a very long time, guys. That is 3 months. Yes, I think we're finally getting a pullback over here, like an actual pullback, and we're seeing VIX rally. But now that we've gone over that, let me actually just show the pretty picture, right? What is this result in, guys? Let's see where were your tops when all of these happens. Oh, that was the top. VIX crushed. That was the top. VIX crushed. That was like right before the top. VIX crushed after that. It was a short-term top over here. But then again, the RSI didn't even get up there. I'm just talking when the RSI is really getting up there, guys. And, you know, we can include this, but not really. It didn't get up there. I'm just saying it's extremely overbought right now. And when it does do that, it typically is an overreaction. I think that's what this is really pointing to. Top. Not top, but you got a pullback. And how big was the pullback on Mr. VIX? A 20% pullback. Guys, it's only up 13.7% right now. What happens if it pulls back 20%? You're going to see SPY go and take out the high of today. That's what would happen. And you know, where was the high? It was at 496. Guys, I hope the zones and the levels have been treating you nicely. They've definitely made things very freaking easy. Obviously, you know, you got to adjust things as you go. You got to have the eye. It is a pattern recognition game. But guys, the price action has been extremely clean. If you know, are struggling with the, you know, today's price action, if you think it was, you know, not clean price action, join the Discord and go follow along. The price will be going up tomorrow. It will be going up to $80. It is currently still $40. Don't worry. When I drop that, there will be a sale for 2 days. And that will make it so you can lock in 2 months at $40 anyway. I'm just putting it out there. If you are struggling in this market and you would like help, I'm here to help. All right. We kind of, you know, we kind of continuously call the shots over here on the indices. And, you know, they have had extremely clean price action. Now, what leads me to believe we're going to begin to bounce right now? 15-minute bullish divergence, guys. We had the 15-minute bearish divergence right here. Guys, I didn't know where the top was, but when I made this video, I was suggesting we're probably getting our at least $5 pullback. Did we get our at least $5 pullback? We got more than our $5 of pullback. We got a whole 12 stinking, smacking schmeckles, okay? Boom, bop, bing, boo, pow. We done did that one. Guess what? Now we're calling... I'm not calling bottom, all right? But I am going to call short-term dead cat bounce going on right here. False breakdown from this trend line, all right? This was literally the path that I outlined this morning. I'm serious, guys. This price actually has been ridiculously clean. Redonkulously clean. And I'm just... Whew, I'm just flabbergasted. Do you guys recognize that 492 level right there? You recognize where that arrow is right there? Yeah. All right, you recommend false breakdown? Yeah, that's what's happening right now. All right, do you guys recognize where that is right there? Yeah, all right, that's where we are right now. So you guys want to talk about clean price action? We got that in this market, guys. We got it. All right, so I'm going to erase that arrow. I don't know if you're going to come down to this golden pocket and give it a tap, but let's just look at it this way. I am bullish on this. I think this is going to be a false breakdown, and it's going to be a liquidity trap for the freaking bears. I think they're going to send you up right here, and maybe you stall it over here. Maybe we push back up. Maybe we even push up to this gold pocket. But why am I bullish right here in this exact spot? Well, you got the hourly RSI oversold. This is literally what marked your short-term bottoms over here. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. There's the bounce that I see maybe incoming right here, right now. And then maybe we go a little lower, and then we get a big old bounce. If you go lower from here, you're going to get a big old bounce. Why? Why? Because you are just going to keep putting in these divergences down here. And I just showed you on Mr. VIX. You could keep going here, but it's going to be treated as an overreaction if you keep going. You want to see the thing cool off. You want to see something like this. And this is honestly what I'm looking for now. All right. I'm not saying that's going to be the case, but this is why I think, you know, if you want to turn perma bearish right here at the bottom, no, I made a live stream this morning saying you're probably going to be getting an ideal short entry like this. I told you exactly what to be paying attention to. I told you, guys, 496, that is where we are running to, all right? You did end up having this falling wedge, and you ran straight to your 496 level. Guess what? You've been stalling out in your 15-minute 9 EMA the whole entire day on everything I'm paying attention to, okay? DIA, holy freaking ugly. But you guys want to talk about Confluence? We're talking about Confluence. You're coming right into your freaking demand zone down here. And guess what? You got the 15-minute bullish divergence. What does IWM have? Well, if it takes out this low, it's still in the golden pocket, but you're also going to have that 15-minute bullish divergence. What does QQQ have? 15-minute bullish divergence. And again, where are these spawning from? SPY is the same thing, but where do these spawn from? Where do these pop up from? They pop up from our demand zone, and the golden pocket is right underneath around 491. I think downside is limited. I think we're going to be getting a pop. But just to be clear, this is amazing. Amazingly sexy, guys. The Confluence, ridiculous. You literally got rejected at the 9 EMA and your supply zone and came right back to your demand zone. And then we got what I was looking for originally, which was going to be this 15-minute bullish divergence. Things are looking phenomenal. All right? Phenomenal. I'm just putting it out there. Maybe people think, you know, things look pretty bad. I don't think it is. I wouldn't have taken some calls right there. If you guys want to get a little sneak peek, 497. I do think there's a solid shot. We're going to push back up to 496, and I'm going to see those get maybe into the money. Why? Because we got the Mr. Stinking Golden Pocket right up here. What did I tell you guys about last time we sold off? I told you we're going to get a lot of short-term opportunity. That is what I done told you. All right? Well, what happened? Golden Pockets. All right, the golden pocket, that's actually the complete wrong thing. But, you know, I'm glad to see the example work there. I was referring to right over here. Last time you sold off, you had that going on. You had this big fat sell, and then you stalled out in the golden pocket. Okay, so I do think we are going to be getting a bounce similar to that. And I think we're going to have a lot of setups here on SPY to play. If we are going to finally be seeing that move to the downside, we're going to get these dead cat bounce setups. We're going to get freaking short setups. But guess what? The short setup, I don't think it's right now. I want to make that clear. But, hey guys, if you see this 487 level get taken out, you got to know when to call quits. And that is where I'm going to say, guys, you're going to have 100% retracement. You're going to come down to 482. And from that point, I think we are going to be testing 480. But until that becomes the case, we have to just assume that buyers are going to be stepping up where we naturally would expect them to step up. That's why we cover psychology behind these candlesticks, behind these charts all the time. I want you guys to understand what I am thinking. All right. What am I thinking? I'm thinking about the buyers and the sellers, guys. That's all you really got to focus on. That's why I was trying to say, yeah, we got the RSI going on, but in reality, we kind of watch price action. You know, we're going to say 8 to 10, the 8 to 2 ratio right there. Price action is king. And price action right now, in my opinion, is looking quite bullish. All right. Now, 15-minute 9 EMA. Get above it for a larger move. I think if you get above, you're probably going to push back up to 496. And then I think, hey, 498 to 490.50 supply zone up here is going to be on the table. All right. Now, if you really want to add this to your chart and clutter it some more, there you go. All right. You're watching the supply zone also at 497. We're going to call it 497. All right. You're going to have your resistance slash supply right there. So expect something like this, guys. If you surpass this 9 EMA, look for something like that. Oh, what is that? An inverse head and shoulders looking thing. All right, so maybe you get something like that. I think it's more likely that maybe you get something like that. And then you flip the zone right here. And then maybe you're right here. Maybe you the false break up. And then boom, they bring it back down. I don't know. I have no idea. I just know what I'm seeing. I want to communicate it to you guys. Because let's hit it for you.
That was easy.
Ooh. That was easy. All right. That was easy. All right. So we're going to have to see how this goes, but I wanted to record this video and get this out as quick as possible just because you guys see it. This is like right here, the exact spot where I think, you know, we're probably queuing up for a reversal, if not getting a reversal. So that's what I like to do here on the channel, guys. I like to give you guys the info before these moves actually happen. Okay, just like I did on the live stream this morning, guys. Thank you for being there with me. All right, if you guys like those, please let me know if you like them because I have no idea. I really do appreciate feedback because in this game, guys, it is complete trial and error and I have no idea what the people want. All right, I do know what the people will find value in because money, okay? I got you. But yeah, let's get into some individual tickers that I'm taking a look at. I'm just going to say right now, the list ain't, you know, it hasn't really changed too much from yesterday. I'm really not taking a look at too much here, but I do like this setup in particularly over everything else right now. Path. All right. So take away that little golden pocket. I'm waiting. Just waiting for something to get hit. Maybe we're going to take the second half of that position, make it a full size. But I'm just telling you right now, path kind of looks sexy. So this is one that's going to be running with, you know, AI, if we can, not the ticker AI. Let's actually check on AI, guys. Look at that. This is what I'm talking, guys. We got like golden nuggets just everywhere on this channel. And this channel is heavily underrated. I'm just going to say right now. It's something I realized the other day. There is not another channel that does what we do here on this channel, and that makes me so freaking happy, guys. We cover price action. We call the shots on the indices. What do we also do? We continuously have bangers. Continuously have bangers. All right? I don't know how else to say it. Continuously just have bangers. Carvana, guys, that is also set up. I'm paying attention to down here. We're going to go back over to, over there on Path real quick. But Carvana, let's talk about this real quick, guys. You stalled out in the golden pocket. You broke down from your channel right here, and you're going zone to zone, baby. All right? If you come down here, you hit that alert. I'm taking my shot again. We're going to run it back. I'm going to repeat what I said this morning in the live stream. Excuse me, I'm talking too fast. Got the little hiccups going on, I guess. But yeah, guys, all right, I'm looking for buyers to either step up here at 50.20, or we're going to take a ride down to 47 and tap that golden pocket / breakout level / zone. And I do think buyers are going to be stepping in there. This weekly chart is nothing less than bullish. But again, guys, you got the topping tail yesterday in the golden pocket. What were you expecting? All right, it's how it be. That is why you have your take profit levels. That's why you scale out of your positions, because you don't know. You have no idea. Now back to Path. All right, back to Path. This thing right here, let's go over what we have going on. We got quite a bit, all right? First things first, you do have a nice little uptrend to go off of. You had a consolidation period. How long was this consolidation period? Let's go a little like that. Oh, you have 2.5 weeks of consolidation. You then broke up from that in a very explosive manner. You came back to the breakout level / breakout zone. You found buyers stepping in right there. We could come here to the hourly time frame. This was a big fat daily hammer candlestick until it started to turn it down. All right, and again, 15-minute 9 EMA. I'm telling you, everything I'm watching is just kind of stalling out at these things. It really is, okay? They really are. You got Tesla, you got Schwab, you got Carvana, you got W got kind of, back above there. You got a firm, FSLR. Let's actually talk about that one right after we finish Path. Let's come back over here. I just want to, make it pretty clear there. That is the resistance across the board you got to get above, guys, that 15-minute 9 EMA. At least what I'm paying attention to. And you guys know what that could bring if we do it on the indices, all right? Back over to Path, you got the break and retest going on. You tap the golden pocket. You tap your 9 EMA. You flip that bad boy. And, yeah, I like this setup. I very much so do. You do have a hammer candlestick right there to risk. Guess what? Get as close to that as possible. That is going to be a risk level. You can then take this right here. If you want to, this is what I was talking about. Golden pocket test right there. Golden pocket inception, guys. Golden pocket inception. Next one we're going to take a look at over there is going to be AMD. AMD is stepping in. I'm just going to say right now, I think AMD is queuing for a big move. I've been talking about AMD. I don't think the move is starting yet, but I do think it is loading, and I think it is going to be rather explosive whenever it happens. You come over here to NVIDIA, and you can see the recovery. NVIDIA just keeps wanting to go up. I think at some point, AMD is going to start doing some crazy things and follow its big brother. I really do. And I do think it kind of has a setup that's just waiting to explode at this point. I really do. I really do. Just wait for it. I thought there was the chance you could have done it off the CPI today. You didn't do it, guys. You got the hot CPI. That's not, that's not good. I think it came in at 3.1% and compared to the 2.9%, and then month over month, every measure that I saw on Twitter, yeah, they were all, hot. Speaking of Twitter, go follow me over on Twitter if you would like. There you go. I will post my A+ setups as I see them over there. But guess what? I also got you here on the YouTube, and then obviously in the Discord, you're just gonna get everything all at once as everything rolls in, and we're gonna keep nailing stuff. All right. But AMD, guys, earlier in the day, this was looking like a hammer candlestick. I'm waiting for the daily close over this trend line. This thing is very likely going to explode, and then I think it's probably going to be pushing 190, 200, and boom. All right. You also have declining volume throughout all of this consolidation. So, it's getting ready for the big move, guys. There's less and less action going on here. It's getting tight. You're going to see that happen sooner or later, or you see it break down. I think it's very unlikely that is the case, but it could happen, guys. It could happen. All right. I think that is pretty much it. That is all I really wanted to go over today. You have Nike. Oh, we will talk about FSLR. Guess what? You see that error. You came back and back tested it. All right, guys. So you're buying in here. use this little zone as your risk level. You know, have some sort of thing here, because in reality, this thing really can fall all the way down to the golden pocket. It's typically what I see. All right, I see it happen, you know, across the board on, you know, multiple time frames, guys, all the time. I don't think this, you know, this has the chance of doing that. So, you know, if you are just buying it off of the retest here, this was the move that, you know, I really wanted to play. I wanted to get that short-term momentum going to start off the week, guys. All these things started going without me. Now we're getting the back test, all right? So at this point in time, FSLR is also a very sexy setup. Now, these premiums are rather expensive, but I will point this out right now. Very clean downtrend break. You were in that downtrend for... It's 1.5 months, guys. Do you really think it's going to be over in 1 day of upside? All right, you closed out 1 day of upside. Do you think so? I don't think so. Now, what do I also like about this? You had a high. You have a low. You've now made a higher high. We can expect a higher low on this till proven otherwise. And I'm also going to point this out right here. All right, where's this next? Where's that last leg from? Right here. All right. Oh, look at that. You got the golden pocket right down here. So, you know, I'm just putting it out there. This thing ain't looking too bad. And you're literally on the hourly time frame. You're getting the break and retest off of this level right here. So that is literally where you had buyers stepping in. So I like the stock. I do. I think this thing is going to be making some moves. Now, last one we're going to talk about is SHOP, guys. Oh, actually, QQQ, guys. Massive rising wedge. I forgot to even say it. You do have a massive rising wedge that I failed to point out. I completely forgot about it until just now. Someone actually left a comment about it, and I saw this the other day and then completely forgot about it because I didn't want to, you know, have this thing on my chart here. All right, but just because clutter. But now, you know, I've had this trend line right here. Guess what? I still think there's going to be a false breakdown, and we're going to get a little snap back up. But you could potentially be starting to break down from rising wedge. So I don't want to leave that out of the analysis. It is something in there. You're under the 90 MA. As you can see, this is literally the last time you did that. You had this big fat red bar right there, -2%. You're -2% right now. That was your local low. And then you went off to a new high. I'm not saying that's going to happen now because you're actually breaking down from the rising wedge. We're going to have to see how that goes. With that being said, ladies and gents, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for, you know, giving me your time here, giving me your attention. I very much so appreciate that. I know that's the most valuable resource right there. And yeah, with that being said, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.